Do you toss and turn at night, struggling to drift off? Or maybe you fall asleep easily but wake frequently. Your daily vitamins could play an unsuspected role. Emerging research reveals intriguing links between key micronutrients and measures of sleep quality, duration, and disorders. Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video, we will analyze the current evidence on 5 key vitamins: D, E, C, B6, and B12, unraveling how they influence various aspects of our sleep. You'll discover how slight nutritional shortfalls may undermine deep, uninterrupted rest. Getting these vitamins right could spell the difference between restless nights and truly rejuvenating slumber. Learn what recent scientific studies tell us about optimizing these nutrients for ideal sleep. You won't want to miss this breakdown of the evidence on vitamins D, E, C, B6, and B12. And be sure to stay tuned to the end, where we will reveal the best ways to take these vitamins. Vitamin D, an emerging superstar for sleep health. Of all the vitamins, vitamin D has garnered tremendous scientific intrigue for its multifaceted sleep-promoting benefits. Global statistics reveal widespread deficiency in vitamin D levels, extending across more than 40% of the population by some estimates. This effectively positions vitamin D as a highly relevant target for sleep optimization. Robust clinical studies demonstrate that vitamin D exerts measurable effects on sleep quality and quantity. Vitamin D deficiency associates strongly with poorer sleep efficiency, frequent night awakenings, and excessive daytime sleepiness. Supplementation appears to reverse some of these complaints. Interestingly, middle-aged and elderly adults susceptible to disturbed sleep may reap particular rewards from buttressing their vitamin D status. Besides improving sleep experience, vitamin D also minimizes the risk of sleep-disordered breathing. Deficiency correlates with greater odds of developing obstructive sleep apnea, especially among obese individuals. Sleep apnea marks a dangerous disorder characterized by repetitive cessation of nighttime breathing, inflicting damage to the cardiovascular system over time. New data reveals vitamin D supplementation alleviates sleep apnea severity and symptoms of fatigue across various patient groups. How does vitamin D impart these advantageous effects on sleep health? Scientists have identified 2 primary mechanisms by enhancing circadian rhythm stability and dampening inflammation. Vitamin D activates core clock genes, regulating circadian cycles of wakefulness and sleep. It also curtails production of inflammatory cytokines, which can undermine restorative sleep. Emerging research spotlights vitamin D as an attractive intervention for consolidating robust sleep patterns. A prudent next step involves determining optimal dosages for supplementation to achieve lasting gains in sleep quality for diverse demographics. Maximizing vitamin D levels through lifestyle approaches. Unlike other vitamins, our bodies can synthesize adequate vitamin D when skin gets exposed to sufficient sunlight. Ultraviolet B rays in sunlight convert cholesterol in skin to usable vitamin D. However, most of us do not get enough time outdoors today, especially with predominant indoor lifestyles. Specific lifestyle measures to optimize vitamin D levels naturally include: 1. Catch early morning or late afternoon sun. The sun's rays are less intensive in early/late hours, making it safer to soak in moderate sun exposure without risking skin damage. Aim for 10 to 30 minute sun break few times weekly. 2. Expose large surface areas of skin. Exposing greater body surface area to sunlight spurs increased vitamin D production. Wear loose shorts and skirts to allow sunlight to permeate more skin territory. 3. Midday sunlight is best. When sun peaks at midday, ultraviolet B rays get filtered minimally, allowing them to trigger ample vitamin D generation in the skin. 4. Seeking shade is fine. Sitting in the shade, yet outdoors, still enables adequate sunlight exposure for reasonable vitamin D synthesis. 5. Sunshine breaks indoors near sunny windows. If unable to step out, Sit beside sunny windows to garner some UV ray exposure. Glass filters out UVB rays significantly but allows passage of residual wavelengths. Additionally, consume vitamin D-rich nutritional sources as a balanced approach. These include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel and sardines, fish liver oils, egg yolks, and vitamin D-fortified milk or cereals. With lifestyle alignment, medications or health issues can also impact vitamin D adequacy substantially. Discuss routine screening for levels with your healthcare provider. Vitamin E, an antioxidant guardian for sleep health. The next contender in our vitamin repertoire for sleep is vitamin E. This micronutrient demonstrates versatile antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activity within the body. Antioxidants have a protective influence by combating oxidative damage from injurious free radicals and pro-inflammatory molecules. By buffering these threats, vitamin E may uphold both neurological and metabolic functions related to healthy sleep. The brain endures negative functional implications from chronically shortened or disrupted sleep. Memory consolidation represents one faculty susceptible to such sleep deficiencies. As we advance in age, the impact of sleep loss on memory tends to intensify markedly. Exciting research has associated healthy vitamin E status with resilience against memory problems instigated through sleep deprivation. Its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties likely contribute towards preserving cognitive faculties. Besides strengthening brain health, vitamin E also appears beneficial for breathing stability during slumber. Individuals with sleep-disordered breathing, including obstructive sleep apnea, often exhibit depleted antioxidant profiles. Studies indicate vitamin E supplementation paired with other antioxidants, like vitamin C, improves multiple facets of sleep apnea. Nighttime respiratory disturbances diminish substantially, coupled with improved oxygen saturation. Sleep quality also enhances alongside mitigation of excessive daytime sleepiness. By some estimates, almost 60% of the adult American population suffers varying degrees of sleep apnea today. Even mild forms associate with higher risk for hypertension, diabetes, and cardiovascular events. Hence, simple nutritional strategies like vitamin E, possibly combined with other synergistic supplements, demonstrate clinical promise for alleviating this key public health issue. Further validating its role in healthy sleep architecture, vitamin E helps conserve adequate testosterone synthesis against the detrimental effects of sleep loss in animal models. And we know testosterone holds relevance for vitality, mood stability, and metabolic regulation in both men and women. Which foods provide us with substantial vitamin E? Select a spectrum of these whole foods to access this vital micronutrient through dietary improvements. Vitamin C, supporting respiration and restorative sleep. When we think immune-boosting nutrients, vitamin C frequently registers as a great candidate. But did you know this potent antioxidant also aids breathing stability during nocturnal slumber? Historically, sailors setting sail on extended seafaring voyages lacking access to fresh fruits would become afflicted by displacement of teeth and bleeding gums. This condition was later attributed to vitamin C deficiency and termed scurvy. Among other functions, this multifaceted micronutrient facilitates production of collagen, an essential structural protein providing tensile strength to tissues throughout our physiology. Returning to sleep health, vitamin C demonstrates valuable effects for correcting sleep-disordered breathing linked to compromised tissue integrity. Combining vitamin C with other antioxidants enhances upper airway stabilization in individuals struggling with obstructive sleep apnea. Episodes of apnea reduce appreciably, indicating restored patency of upper airways. It also helps sleep efficiency and improves oxygen saturation. From a public health perspective, extracting greater utility from safer nutritional supplements can lower healthcare costs and morbidity linked to untreated sleep apnea and associated disorders over time. Besides sleep-disordered breathing, vitamin C insufficiency associates with fundamental aspects of sleep quantity and revitalization. For instance, an analysis of the US population found participants self-reporting shorter sleep had lower blood vitamin C levels. This raises the possibility of vitamin C lending some facilitation of sleep regulatory mechanisms within the body. Sleep promotes tissue repair processes which are likely contingent on adequate collagen synthesis requiring vitamin C. Additionally, sound sleep patterns enable consolidation of memories coded during wakefulness into long-term storage. Here too, vitamin C appears beneficial, as evidence links healthy levels with shielding memory faculties from untoward effects of sleep deprivation through its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory capabilities. Though clinical trials are warranted for affirmation, extant work suffices to motivate inclusion of vitamin C-rich elements in our routines. These encompass fresh citrus fruits, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, spinach, kiwi, and tomatoes. Additionally, reasonable exposure to sunlight allows skin generation of some vitamin C. B vitamins, regulating rhythms and restoration. We now change our focus towards B vitamins, renowned as great energizers central to smooth metabolic functions. Intriguing associations also extend to regulation of biological rhythms and tissue recovery contingent on restorative sleep. Of note, vitamin B6 merits special mention for its sleep-modulating effects. By assisting synthesis of neurotransmitters, including serotonin and melatonin, B6 exerts control over emotional affect, circadian cycles, and inflammatory pathways, all indispensable features for healthy slumber. Researchers have also linked optimal B6 levels with greater retention for dreams, which can predicate cognitive aspects like creativity. However, excessive intake of B6 does not necessarily translate into amplified sleep benefits and can even trigger paradoxical reactions. High doses of supplemental B6 may predispose anxiety or insomnia in certain individuals. This underscores the importance of practicing diligence and medical guidance with respect to vitamin dosage. Another family member, dubbed the energy vitamin, vitamin B12, partakes in numerous metabolic processes and development of red blood cells tasked with oxygen delivery to tissues. Intriguing connections with regulation of circadian rhythms have come forth, indicating a role in consolidated sleep-wake transitions. Conversely, associations between deficient B12 status and sleep alterations remain inconsistent across studies. Effects likely depend substantially on testing populations and presence of interrelated conditions like depression that influence sleep. Overall, we still have plenty to discuss regarding the specific effects of B vitamins on manifestations of sleep health. However, certain B vitamin-rich dietary approaches demonstrate promise for supporting sleep quality. For instance, tryptophan-containing foods serve as precursors for manufacturing melatonin and serotonin to signal sleepiness. Foods like turkey, chickpeas, almonds, bananas, and dairy products offer rich sources of tryptophan for harnessing potential sleep benefits. Additionally, probiotic foods help populate our gut microbiome with beneficial microorganisms which assume regulatory roles over aspects of sleep and circadian rhythms. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and kombucha provide natural probiotic boosts through our diets. Future analysis should clarify which clinical groups stand to gain from augmentation of specific B vitamins like B6 or B12 to remedy sleep complaints. Until then, a diet foundation and lifestyle aligned with sound sleep hygiene practices likely suffice to meet requirements for most healthy adults. Those struggling with chronic issues with sleep or suspecting a nutritional deficiency should pursue medical testing and guidance. As we look ahead, a key priority involves elucidating optimal vitamin dosages for targeting sleep issues across diverse demographic segments. Requirements for children and adolescents likely differ considerably from middle-aged or elderly populations. Individualized assessment of lifestyle factors, existing nutrient status, and genetics may someday enable personalized recommendations. Additionally, we need to determine which specific sleep disorders respond favorably to particular nutritional interventions. For example, will augmenting vitamin D in insomnia produce comparable benefits to patients with sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome? Or do different conditions require tailored combinations of micronutrients aligned to their distinct underlying mechanisms? Answering such questions promises to provide nuanced insights for matched treatment of presenting complaints. Until large-scale clinical analysis bring further clarity, maintaining sleep hygiene foundations through balanced nutrition and lifestyle stewardship allows us to extract meaningful rewards by optimizing vitamin intake naturally. And this completes our discussion examining key vitamins of relevance to sleep health, ranging from circadian regulation and breathing stability to cognitive and metabolic restoration. We hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for tuning in, and here are some additional topics you may be interested in on our channel. And remember to subscribe to stay up to date on our latest content.